If you're a cosplayer who's looking to get into sewing, I'm going to share what I think are the four most important stitches. Now, one or two of these stitches you're probably not going to use until you're a little bit more practiced and a little bit more seasoned. But I'd still like to recommend it, especially because one of these stitches can kind of replace the need for a whole other machine. Now, your two main staples are going to be the straight stitch and the zigzag stitch. Basically, those are going to be like the two main stitches that you use. And really, it comes down to like what kind of fabric you're sewing on. So most like stretchy fabric, you're going to use a zigzag stitch so it maintains that stretch. But if you don't want stretchiness, or you're not using a stretchy fabric, your straight stitch is going to be the go-to for that. This one, I don't know why I don't see more cosplayers recommend this. Maybe people just aren't sewing a lot of buttons, but I definitely recommend the buttonhole stitch. Can you do a buttonhole by hand? Absolutely. But like this makes it so much easier. It's a little funky getting used to making buttonholes, but once you figure it out, like I love doing buttonholes on my machine. Okay, this final one, you're going to see, it's got a couple different ways you can do it, but like basically you're going to get like the peaks with the dotted line underneath it. That's an overlock stitch. So what I said earlier, you're going to replace a machine. This is basically how you get like a serger-esque finish without needing to use a serger. This is also the stitch that most people probably aren't going to do right off the bat because it can be a little intimidating to do an overlock stitch. But if you are somebody who doesn't want to learn how to do like French seams or flat felled seams or basically any sort of like encasement by hand, so to speak, you can do an overlock stitch and you can just stitch a finish on.